So, in case you missed our review game that we were playing today on Zoom, we were playing it through Quizzizz. I was noticing a lot of students were struggling with proportions. And so, instead of trying to explain it just to the students that were on Zoom today and trying to explain it like talking out loud without actually showing any visuals, I thought would be really hard. So, I made a video for everybody to see, and hopefully it helps you out. So one of the questions was, there are 80 students in Mr. Bass's class. The ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 3. And then we wanted to find out how many boys there were in the class. So we have 80 total students. Boys to girls is how the ratio is written, and that's 2 to 3. So 2 boys to 3 girls. You can also write your proportion as a fraction, and I like to write it as a fraction better. Totally up to you how you prefer to write it. I just like fractions. So I wrote boys over girls and rewrote the proportion of 2 to 3 to 2 over 3. So now, if there's 80 total students, how many boys are there? Well, this proportion is boys to girls. I need to make this boys to class, because this is the information I'm given. 20 total students. So I'm going to make it boys to class. So there's 2 boys out of 5 students in the class total. So 2 boys, 3 girls, that makes 5. So now that I have boys to class, I'm able to go, well, how many boys are in a class of 80? And I set it up as a proportion. And now I'm able to cross multiply to solve for x. So I have 2 times 80 equals 5 times x. 2 times 80 is 160 equals 5x. And if I divide both sides by 5, x will equal 32. So there will be 32 boys in the class. Okay, and then the other one that we kind of struggled with was the ratio of cars to trucks in a parking lot is 3 to 5. If there's 360 vehicles in the parking lot, how many are trucks? So there's 360 total, and how many trucks are there? All right, so again, very similar to the last one, I need to make this, I'm going to first make it as a fraction, cars to trucks. And this time, how many trucks are there total? So I'm going to turn this ratio into trucks out of the total. Okay, so trucks is 5 out of the total, which will be 3 plus 5, will be 8. Okay, so trucks to the total. For if there's 8 cars in the parking lot, there's going to be 5 trucks. Now, if there's 360 total vehicles in the parking lot, how many will be trucks? And again, I will just cross multiply. So I have 8 times x equals 5 times 360. Pull out my calculator, 360 times 5. So 8x equals 1,800. So x equals 225 trucks. All right. Let's see. The other one, let me find it. Okay, in a certain, again, apartment building, the tenants, so we have tenants to cars. And they're saying the ratio is 3 to 5. So for every 3 tenants, there's 5 cars. If there are 30 tenants total, then how many cars are there? All right, so we've got 30 total tenants. So instead of a 3, I now have 30 tenants to how many cars? Well, from 3 to 30, we multiplied by 10. And so to get this answer, I'm also going to multiply by 10, meaning that there will be 50 cars. So hopefully that helps a little bit on proportions. There were 3 different ways that we kind of did this. Hopefully it helps. If not, let me know.